Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. Today is Monday, August 25th, 2014. My name's Rex Harris, and we have a special guest in the house today for this morning's workshop. He's back, ladies and gentlemen, the Blakester. We're going to be spending the week with him and his family. It's going to be awesome. A lot of cool stuff coming at you this week, but we're not going to dilly-dally on that. This morning, we are going to talk about reaching out to your list. How do you get people to buy stuff? Where does that start? And, how do you talk to them, what to say and how to say it? We got two sections for you here this morning. The Blakester's going to start off, and then I'll go ahead and wrap this up. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Blakester.
Hello, everyone. I don't know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Are we coming through? Are we live? That's what I want to know. Hey, is anybody messaging out there? Or do I have to click on something to see any kind of comments and stuff? Because I want to see about getting a little bit of feedback from the audience today. Okay. All right, cool.
Yeah, I can cover that, man, so go ahead.
Okay, well, hello and welcome, everyone. I want to thank each and every one of you guys for being here today. Yes, special guest appearance from the Blakester. My portion, what I wanted to do is come up real quickly and say hello to everybody. I apologize that I have been away, been super duper busy, but I want to talk just a little bit about that, which coincides exactly with what Rex is going to talk about as far as, what to say to your list to get people to buy. It was kind of funny because I've been away for so many months. Coming back into things and jumping back on the bike, so to speak, is kind of interesting when you run into folks that you haven't seen in a while, particularly this morning going to the chiropractor that I do, normally every Monday when we're here. It was kind of nice to see a greeting, such a great greeting. We walked in there, and part of the thing is that we do every Monday when we go in is I go into that office and I say, TGIM, I'd just like to go in and kind of brighten the room up a little bit, talk to people, say hello, flash a smile, because when we had first started coming to that chiropractor's office, it was kind of, I don't know, think about any kind of doctor's office that you go to, right? Everybody's all quiet. They're not sure what to say. Nobody's really talking to each other. For those of you that don't know me, I'm just not that person. I like to talk to people. It's one of the things that I love to do is just be outside of the box and meet new people, because the biggest thing that I know is that I myself can learn so many different things from each and every one of you guys. I learn a lot from Rex. I learn a lot from anybody and everybody that I can come into contact with. And that's a huge instrumental part in our growth as network marketers, as well as people in general. Coinciding with talking about what we would want to say to our list, the biggest thing that I was talking about there was to a doctor. I started picking my brain. It was kind of neat, because after not seeing me for a while, he's like, hey, so remind me again what you were doing over there in California. So just kind of briefly explained to him that my role is more so as a trainer. What I love doing is teaching people basic communication skills. Most of the time that people come to me, they're not sure about sales and, maybe never done sales before. So they look at things as this big, crazy, scary kind of obstacle that they have to jump through in order to have some success, which, granted, yes, you have to get comfortable with everything and stuff like that. But the biggest thing that I can attribute, like I explained to the doctor, I said, the biggest part of who I am is legitimately because of some of the things that I've gone through in life. And I've been through my fair share of trials and tribulations, things of that nature. But the biggest thing that I can say is that I learned from all of my mistakes. So when we're out here, we're going to fall on our face. We're going to have, plenty of mistakes. We're going to have rejection. We're going to have all of those things that come with any network marketing type of lifestyle. But the key is how we identify with those problems or those mistakes and how we move forward. Do we let those mistakes stop us from what it is that we want to do? Obviously, if you want to be here long term, the answer is no. We never let anything get in our way, no matter what it is. But part of that, too, is to be able to build what we call a know, like, trust in the industry. Plain and simple, from my line of work, I can tell you right now that people don't buy products just to buy products. They're going to buy those products from specific people. One of the things that I tell folks when I'm doing a direct marketing sort of training is I tell them all based off of their presentation and what they know on how to sell the product. I can line each and every one of them up, say 15, 20 people at a specific door, and the person that does their presentation the best is the person that person is going to be sold on, right? I tend to tell people, if you've never seen any of my webinars, that sales itself, most people believe that a sale, or the definition of a sale, is the transference of money for goods or service. I always like to tell and explain to people that that's incorrect. A sale is literally nothing more than a transference of emotion, right? So you're going to either transfer your emotion onto that person on why they need to buy your particular product, or they're going to transfer the emotion on why they're not going to. That being said, we also have to think about our target market, right? What is our target audience? What do our people that are on our list physically need, right? Because if you're not identifying with the folks that are on your list and not giving them what they want or what they actually need, then the sales that are coming off of your list are going to be few and far between. So with everything that Rex and the whole team is doing, what we're trying to do is set everything up for you to have almost a no-brainer of success, right? But part of it is still you doing your part in learning how to build a know, like, trust with other people, right? And I'm not saying I'm the most perfect person in the world and everybody loves me. People tend to, like Rex, they either love me or they hate me, right? And most of the time, if they hate me, it's a jealousy thing and it doesn't bother me, it rolls off my back. But most of the things that I try to focus on is customer perception, right? What is the customer's perception of me and what I'm putting out in the marketplace? Because if you go out there like we were doing back in the past and just throwing your links out there, people are going to get the wrong perception of you. I can always think of every day this one particular person that I know, love, and care about that just hasn't jumped on the bandwagon yet, that all you see that person doing is just posting this and that, and there's no personal feeling behind it. She doesn't show specifically that she cares about people. There's a lot of that stuff that needs to be thought about before even building your list. To send something to that particular list, you have to build a little bit of a know, like, trust yourself. So that's going to come between these trainings, learning different options that you have, different methods of operation, so to speak, and also different styles that you would particularly like to do versus what we do. See, part of what I've done to become where I am is I've taken a little piece of other people, right? I've taken pieces from Rex, pieces from other leaders that are into the industry, and I tailored those different pieces to the way that I particularly wanted to build my business. So some of that entails email marketing, some of that entails advertising, some of that entails, most of it actually entails doing the simple complexity formulas that we're talking about, which is simply building my list and simply talking to people. Because if I go and I talk to people and I can relate to those people and I can build a know, like, trust, and I can find out exactly what that person needs and I can deliver it for that person, odds of me getting a sale are extremely higher, right? Versus me going out there and just trying to throw a bunch of stuff to the wall and hoping that it sticks. So it's important that you guys build a know, like, trust. Now, there's times that you run into folks and marketers online that they have a persona of being a leader, and when you go to some of their trainings, they're really not everything that you feel that you could benefit from. In those cases, you don't want to take anything negative from that other than the different ways that you don't want to be, for example. But those folks that are out there and they're particularly pretending to be gurus but rub people the wrong way, they, as well as others, need what we call a little bit of self-spectrum. That's that point where you have to look in the mirror. I had another one of my trainees the other day talk to me, and she said, look, I'm just going to do exactly what you tell me to do, Robert, because I believe in you. I know that you can help coach me. I know that you have a positive mindset all the time. Tell me how I can have a positive mindset. I told her, just like I'll tell anybody else, just like I tell myself, you have to physically look in the mirror, guys. You have to look in the mirror and assess yourself before you can go and try to assess somebody else. You have to make sure that your home environment, the person that you are, is good to go, because if you don't have balance in your life, it's going to be tough to have balance in your work life, whether it's a 9 to 5 job or whether you're doing this full time out of your home. You have to have balance. Part of that balance is having some self-discipline and working on yourself, looking in the mirror, seeing what you don't like. I've been on this little bit of a health journey since 2005, and I actually hadn't been exercising, but I had been going to the chiropractor, getting my spine in alignment. Now that I'm at that point, I said, okay, now it's time to go and start doing some exercise. Getting a little flabby here. Want to try to see if I can't get ripped like Jesus again, and getting back into the frame of mind where I should be, because many times we tend to, let life hit us in the face. We tend to forget about the things that are most important, which is ourself, right? We have to know, like, and trust ourself before anybody else is going to be able to know, like, or trust us. We have to love ourselves before we can love anybody else. We have to be able to know the things that are pertinent in this industry, in this business, before we can teach anybody ourselves. So it's a beautiful thing that what we're doing and coming together in this path that we're on, especially now with bringing the academy together. It seems like everything's kind of coming to this culmination, or this point, to where it's making it a lot easier for each and every one of us to see even more and more success. So I attribute a lot of that to Rex and your tutelage, dude. Working with you has been an absolute blessing and pleasure. I'm looking personally to the future and all the other things that we're going to be coming up with. We've got a barbecue that we're going to be doing here in the next couple of days. We're going to have some significant people here. We're going to have an absolute blast. We're going to do some videos, maybe do a little trainings. We're not sure what's going to come of it. So hopefully, if you guys are going to be in the Orlando area for the Marketing Mayhem, you will contact myself or Rex. We'd love to see you at the barbecue. But most of all, you have to get out there and participate in these events. I can't tell you how important they are, because if you're sitting behind your desk and you're not participating in these events, people aren't going to specifically know who you are. Your name literally needs to be out there. They need to know, who is Rex Harris? Who is the Blakester? Who is this person or that person? And the best way for you to do that is to suffer a little bit, take a little bit of short-term pain, jump into the pool and get involved and swim a little bit. But if you're not willing to take the necessary action for you to see yourself in a positive mindset or positive situation 2 years, 3 years, 5 years down the road, then we need to work on your mindset and get you straightened up so that you see that vision. Once you see that vision, now you take action. You go to class, you learn what you need to do, and you start taking those little actions. Every day you take little action at a time, and then eventually it builds up. People start knowing who you are. You build that know, like, trust. People start jumping on your list, and then now you can send some quality information to them. It's kind of funny for me, because I was a little bit of an old school marketer when it comes to my list. I was very naive and stupid when I first started building it. And I'll tell you like this, my idiocy was, well, I didn't want to email my list unless I had something important to say. So if you were on my list, you knew if you got an email from me, you should probably open it up, right? So don't take that same mindset or mentality that I did, and instead of trying to offer something when you feel it's good for them, contact your list daily, but do everything that you can to make sure that you're giving them what they want and what they need, not what you want or you need, and that'll help you build that know, like, trust. And that is my viewpoints for you today, Rex.
Well, awesome. Thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Great to have you back here. It's been a while, and we've got a lot of people excited here about the launch of the academy and what we're doing, and the vision for this team, and it's great to have you be part of that. So this morning, following what Robert has said and the importance of the know, like, and trust factor, what I'd like to do this morning is walk through a little bit of the mechanics of making this happen. So I'm going to actually open up Aweber here, and then I will turn on screen sharing and show you what I'm talking about. I think I need to log into my account here too. Hold on. Okay, while I'm doing this, okay, something that's very important. If you've read the book, The Science of Getting Rich, familiar with this statement, is that one of the secrets, I guess we would call it, to making money is knowing how to make other people money. Okay, that's a big thing, and that's, you know, again, one of the items on a list of hundreds. You know, why we have created the academy, because if you can show people how to make money first, people are going to stay, because I mean that's the objective here. I mean, there are people here on this workshop today that have already received a significant amount of commissions from the academy in the first week, and you know, there are some people here, you know, that have, you know, like me, been through some challenges and stuff like that, and yet they're able to come here and make money. And I'm going to explain to you why that is today. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and turn on screen sharing here, and away we will go. Now, let me just double check this here and make sure it's going to work correctly, because we ended up having an issue last week with screen sharing acting kind of hinky. So it looks to me like everything is working correctly. If not, somebody just, you know, message me on Facebook or something. But so far it looks like we're in good shape. So that being said, the key to conversion is very simple, and we've talked about this at length, but I'm going to simplify it even more for you today. A lot of people find themselves in a place where they either don't understand how to make the connection or are afraid to make the connection. If you're afraid to make the connection, the only thing that you can do to fix that is to make the connection anyway. Okay, but if you want to make the connection with your subscribers and you're just not sure how to do it, okay, it's really very simple. The key to building a relationship with your subscribers and creating conversion is to communicate with them and relate with them based on where they are at in their journey. Okay, now, when you're building a list, let's say inside of Aweber, for example, you don't necessarily know where everyone is at in the process, because I mean, I have lists of business opportunity seekers in here. I have lists of safe list marketers and other internet marketers and proven buyers, all sorts of different lists I have segmented and broke down inside of Aweber. But the one thing that I don't know unless I ask is where they are in the journey. The one thing that you have in common with everyone is you were once brand new too, and everybody goes through that stage. So relating to people, you know, with your story from where you were to how you got where you are right now, you can always start with that foundation from the beginning, and people are going to relate with that, just so long as you know who it is that you're talking to. Okay, are you talking to safe list marketers? Are you talking to people in a specific business opportunity? Are you talking to business opportunity seekers? That's the easiest way to address your subscribers and begin to cultivate a relationship, is to speak with them where they are. And you do that through recorded videos, you do that through Hangouts, workshops, conference calls, etc. You do that through your email. Okay? Very important. There's more to email marketing than just blasting a schedule to your list every day and never having any personal interaction or correspondence with them at all. Okay? When was the last time, just for the sake of doing it, you sent an email out to your list and says, hey guys, I was just, you know, over on YouTube and found a fantastic video on whatever it is that I thought would be really beneficial to you here today. I know it helped me out tremendously. Have a great day. God bless. Sign your name and send it off. When was the last time you did that? Okay? That's one of the easiest ways for you to start building a relationship with your list without having to sit down and sweat over and think about, oh, what am I going to say to them? Okay? Just go find something cool, watch it, learn something from it, and share it with them. Here's what I learned from it. I'm going to go out and apply it right now. I'll let you know how it goes. So that way, guess what? They're going to know that they're going to hear from you again. Go watch this video, and I'm going to actually do some testing on this, and I'm going to send you my results. Okay? Just letting them know that you care and that you are there to be of service to them first, because backing up to what I said a few minutes ago in terms of the science of getting rich. Okay? When you are making money for other people first, or are, running your business in such a way that its focus is to make other people money, which doing what it is that we do as internet marketers, home business owners, that's a huge part of it. You're going to see a change in the way that the people on your list interact with you. I mean, Bob Riddell, good grief, he's been doing some testing here this weekend, and I think he's pushing right around 100 subscribers on his new list right now. He's getting an 85% open rate. I mean, he's getting up to 50% open rate, clear down to letter 5. And people are like, how does that happen? It's because he's interacting and communicating with his list. When somebody new joins him, he sends them an email. Okay, if the opportunity is there to call them, he calls them on the phone. Because what a lot of people overlook, and when it comes to terms of building a relationship with your list, that if you take the time to build a relationship with 1, 2, 3 people, and 1, 2, or 3 people are connected to another 5, 10, or 15 who are looking for leadership and are looking for a place to call home, okay, well, that one person that you bring into your business, whoever it may be, could bring anywhere from 5 to 500 with them, depending on your interaction with them. That's what this all boils down to. It's got nothing to do with pitching, nothing to do with selling. It's about simple human communication. And when it comes to what to say and how to say it, I look at it like, and I've talked about this for a long time. Talk to people just like you're calling your grandmother on the phone and say, hey, Grandma, what's up? How are you today? Or, hi, Grandma, how are you? What's going on with your life? Okay, same basic thing here. These are people that you're working to build a relationship with. And as you begin to build numbers into your list, you're going to begin to sift, filter, and sort from that list, build new lists so you know who's who, what their interests are, all that stuff. All part of segmenting your list so you know exactly, who it is that you're working with. And as far as people are concerned, in terms of the academy, it's really very simple. You want to get things going in the academy and start getting upgrades all the time, the easiest way for you to do that is to come into your account and go here to your referrals. And when you look at your referrals there, you're going to see where every one of them has an email address, and most of them have a Skype ID. So you open up Notepad here on your computer, whatever it is that you used to take notes on, and you begin to build a comma-separated list here. youatyourname.com, okay? And you copy and paste all of those emails out of that list, right? And you keep building and building and building, and before each workshop, you send a reminder. Okay, when you come up with something cool online, you communicate with your team. You take the initiative to start doing a couple of conference calls or a couple of workshops on your own every week and inviting your team out to connect with you. That's when they are going to buy your stuff. That's when they're going to upgrade in the academy. That's when they're going to join your business. See, there's these intricate little parts in the process that people are missing. Okay, and all of this can be done on virtual autopilot if you're willing to put some videos out there. Okay, you don't have to spend 14 hours a day on the computer communicating with people. You don't have to live on the telephone. If you're willing to do some videos, record some videos, and put some videos out there, so much of your work is going to be done for you. And that's a big part of the reason why we've done with the Academy what we have. I mean, if you come in here and you go into email marketing or leadership training or pro bonuses or anywhere within the system, you're going to see where, I mean, there's so much training already added in here that's spot on with what we teach and exactly what we teach in many cases. You know, I don't have to answer a lot of support issues in terms of, okay, I don't understand something, because we walk people through the steps. Does that mean people aren't going to occasionally miss stuff? No, because guess what? Doesn't matter what you put in your videos, there's going to be times where people overlook something. All right? How you choose to respond to that is going to determine whether or not also someone decides to buy from you or join a business with you or spend more money with you. All right. Well, I think one of the biggest mistakes in our industry is to treat people like they're stupid. I just need to see if this is a screen sharing issue. Okay. So it's not. Okay. One of the biggest mistakes that you can make is to treat people like they're stupid, you know, because they missed a step in the process. Okay. This is brand new to a lot of people, and there are times where, guess what, they might miss a step in the process. Then you go back and you walk them through the process again. I did that with a person last night who, you know, had made a mistake, you know, pasting the right form into the capture page system that she was using. Other people have gone out and forgot to turn off confirmed opt-in in Aweber. Okay. I haven't gone back and criticized them for that. I simply took a moment to find out, okay, is this what you did? Yes, it was. Well, you know, unfortunately, mistake learned a little bit the hard way, but you know what? You'll never make it again. Okay, because if you don't turn off confirmed opt-in in Aweber, you are going to get a list of 57 people that never confirm, and it's going to be useless. Okay, very important that when you're setting up your list, especially for you pro members, when you come in here to edit your details and you set up your Aweber account and then you go and begin using one of the capture pages with Aweber, it's very important that you come in to that exact list that you have created, and I talk about that in the setup video, that you go to that list here, that you go to confirmed opt-in number 3, and you turn that off and you click save. And if you don't do that and you buy a solo ad, you are throwing $40 to $400 down the drain. Okay, people do not confirm opt-ins anymore with many of these email systems. I mean, it's a big enough challenge, you know, running a membership site in a business like the Academy and getting people that are actually joining something to confirm their email address. Okay? One of the best things that you can do when you're setting up and building a list and you want to create a great relationship with your subscribers, create a video that shows them how to whitelist email addresses. Okay? We're going to be adding one of those to the Academy this week in multiple locations. All right, because so far it's been pretty good, but I came home this weekend and, you know, we're almost at 500 members now in the first week since the official launch, and I got 65 people that haven't confirmed their email addresses. Okay, why is that? Well, it's a couple things. Number one, not everything goes to the inboxes. Some of it's going to spam. So what we have to do then is we have to create a video that educates them on what to do. Okay? It is not my responsibility. It is not your sponsor's responsibility. It is not your team's responsibility to teach them. It's yours. If you are going to build a team, it is your responsibility to educate them. To at least check in with them. Find out, hey, anything I can do to support you today. This is one of the greatest lessons I learned in, you know, my entire learning journey last year in completely revamping my education and how I did what I do on the internet. Okay? So keep all of this in mind in terms of conversion. If your list is not hearing from you at the heart level, then you are going to struggle getting conversion. They need to hear from you. And that doesn't mean you need to be sappy. It doesn't mean you need to be pitchy. Just reach out to them and talk to them. Hey guys, it's Rex. I was just over on YouTube and I found this great video by Simon Sinek called, if you don't understand business, you don't understand people. And there's 2 different points in this video where he hits the nail right on the head, and it really pertains to internet marketing. Okay, here's the link to the video. Hope you enjoy it. This really helped me out tremendously, and I'm actually going to go in right now and make a couple changes to my autoresponder to get better response. And if you want to learn how, give me a call or send me an email and let's chat. Have a great day. Cheers, Rex. Phone number. Send it on its way. Go back to work, doing whatever it was that I was doing. If once I send my email, then I'm going in and I'm blogging, then go blog. If I'm going in and chatting with people on Facebook, then go chat with people on Facebook. If I'm going on to IBO Toolbox and chatting with them there, go in and do that. Okay? But your objective is to constantly be creating materials that is working to create a connection between you and your subscribers, not pitching your deal. Because it doesn't work, and we've proven that it doesn't work over and over and over again. Okay? So with that, we're going to wrap up for today. We will be back tonight here at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, where we will be sharing more cool stuff with you. We will have a regular workshop schedule tomorrow. And then Wednesday, I think... I know I've got to pick up Dustin Custer at the airport. Excuse me. Wednesday afternoon, so we may amend the workshop schedule on Wednesday, and then we will definitely have an amended schedule this weekend. You can bet that we're going to be doing some live hangouts from the Blakesters this weekend, different people getting on video, sharing with you guys. I mean, we got the Blakester there, myself, Ricardo Rodriguez, Dustin Custer, Tom Beal. We're going to have an amazing cast of people there sharing with you pictures and videos from the event that we're attending this weekend. So you're going to want to stay plugged in all week because there's going to be a great opportunity. I almost said opportunity. Opportunity to learn some really cool stuff. Okay? So go out there today, ladies and gentlemen, and start building that relationship with your list. Share with them what you're learning on these workshops. One of the first things that you should do today for the pro members is as soon as this workshop finishes rendering and you come back to your page here and it's ready to play, then you need to grab your referral URL, shorten it, track it, and go hit your list again. You know, hey guys, it's Rex. You know, recording from earlier today. I know a lot of you couldn't make it today, but here's a link to the recording. See you guys tonight at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, Rex. Mail them again. If they unsubscribe, they unsubscribe. That, you know, you're going to get unsubscribers. That's just the way it is. Nothing that you can really do about that. It's all part and parcel of the sifting, sorting, and filtering process and building a relationship with those human beings that, you know, share the same beliefs and ideals that you do. Okay? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off here for today. Thank you, the Blakester, for coming out and sharing some viewpoints with us here. Again, 10 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, same place, same channel. Talk to you then, and God bless you. Bye for now.